it all happened so fast, man. It happened so fast. Like I was talking to Demario Houston, and we were just talking scenarios and things like that. And I told him, I was like, hey, I would love to come over there and be a piece to the puzzle and help us get back to where we need to be, and 10, 15 minutes later, I get a call from Rick Maiden, and he said, we executed a deal to Calgary. And I said, awesome, great, thank you guys. And after that, Dave called me, and it went like that. So it just all happened so quick. But I'm just so happy and thankful just to be part of a great organization, man. I've always wanted to. I said it the other day, but I've always wanted to play for Dave, man, and been knowing him since I was in college. He came and spoke to us at Eastern Washington one season, and have so much respect for him.
Thank you. Let's get the others.
Our next question is from Todd Saloff from the Calgary Sun Herald.
Hey, Vernon, I'm just curious how things kind of went down in BC, the way things came in with Nathan coming back. You played so well there. Is there maybe a little bit of drive, a little bit of something in you to say, okay, let me show you what I can do?
Yeah, I think every player has that in them, but it's no hard feelings or anything, man. It's professional sports. It's a business, man. Things happen like that all the time. Um, Maybe not all the time, but they happen, and so you just have to keep going. And obviously, I'm gonna have a little chip on my shoulder when I play those guys and things like that. But it's all part of the business. So, like I said, no hard feelings. I'm just ready to get to work with these guys.
Our next question is from Moses Woldu from Calgary, Global Calgary.
Thanks, John. I was to say good morning to you, Vernon. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you here in Calgary. I did want to ask you just about your time out in BC, having the opportunities there, and I know you've had great community involvement. I'm curious to know, because Dave mentioned this the other day about you're not just a good football player, but there's a lot more that goes on. Can you tell me how excited you are to kind of reach out to the community and be involved in that?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Um, Calgary gives me that Eastern Washington vibe, just the colors and the country town, but you could get to the city as well. So I've always been a fan of the city, and I'm always a big community guy. So when I can get out there, or when I am out there, I will be doing things in the community, helping out kids, youth football camps, just things like that. I'm always trying to just help out however I can and get my face out there, and help the next generation or whatever it may be. So, yep, I can say I'm a community guy, and anything you guys need, or the community needs, and I can help. I'll be sure to try to make it there for sure.
Thanks, Moses. Our next question is from Natasha Stanishevsky from Stamps TV.
Hi, Vernon. Welcome to Calgary, first of all.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you about your relationship with Bo Baldwin. He was your coach for a few years back then. I just wonder what kind of credit you give him for your success so far, and how do you feel about getting to work with him again?
Yeah, I give him a ton of credit. When I came to Eastern Washington, I was a raw, just super raw young QB, just more athletic, just doing it with my legs. And he really taught me to like sit in that pocket and go through my progression reads and how to read different things. And he made the offense so simple for me, to where the point I can play fast and get these guys the ball and let them do the rest. Played with Cooper Kupp and Kendrick Bourne, down there, a few other big names down there. And he was super smart. He was super smart, locked in all the time. A player's coach. All the players could relate to him, and I'm hearing the same thing now. All the players I've talked to here in Calgary so far, they're all saying how much they like Bo, and how much I'm gonna like him. I'm like, shoot, I already like him. I know him already, so I know what's good. So I'm excited to get back to work with.
Thanks, Natasha. Our next question is from Ryan Ballantyne from Three Down Nation.
Uh, Vernon, welcome to Calgary. Just a quick question for you again on something else Dave mentioned the other day. He said when another organization negotiates a contract and then you trade for that player, it gives you the opportunity to see how things will work in Calgary. Have they reached out to you about your current contract status and talk to you about how that's going to look going forward, or is that a discussion that's for the future?
I think that's more for the future. He kind of mentioned it when we were talking over the phone, but wasn't nothing big or anything like that. And I told him basically I'm for the team, and I want to build a good team around me, but at the same time I want to get compensated fairly as well. So whatever that looks like on paper, if we need to change some things up, we can. I'm open to it, but it has to be fair as well. You know what I'm saying? And so that's it. But I do want to build a good team around me, get some good players in here, and try to change the culture up a little bit.
Thanks, Vernon. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Ryan. Our next question is from Lawrence Hyman from Canadian Press.
Vernon, welcome to Calgary. Just wondering, you played, at McMahon Stadium for different teams. What's it going to be like for you the first time, you come out there as a member of the red and white in front of all those fans?
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool, man. I know those fans are very passionate in Cowtown, and they're used to winning football, and so I'm a winner. I've always been a winner, and again, I'm not the whole team or anything like that, but I'm gonna bring my all, work my butt off every single day, and do everything I can to get that win, no matter what it is. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to play in front of those fans, getting the red and white again, like I was at Eastern. And probably got to talk to Dozier about that number 3. So we'll see with that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Lawrence. So that's it for the first round of questions. Moses, you still have your hand up. Did you have a follow-up question?
Yes, real quick. Just following up on Lawrence's question there. Vernon, even as a visitor, you've had some great games, some of your best games at McMahon. What is it about that stadium and atmosphere that gets you going even as a visitor?
I think it's really, like you said, just the atmosphere, just the fans going crazy. And I love playing in away stadiums typically just because I like when the fans are chipping at you and stuff. And we always have this fan. I believe she's a season ticket holder, so I can't wait to meet her. I don't know her name, but she's always on our side, and she always getting my attention. And an older lady, but very beautiful and awesome lady. We're always shaking hands after the game and stuff like that. So she used to always get me hyped up. Little does she know. And just I don't know what it was. Just played good there.
Thanks, man. Hopefully she'll hype you up for the red and white this time, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
For the record, VA, that's Belinda.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think that name sounds familiar. Okay. Yes. I need to meet her officially.
Mark, go ahead. You have a follow-up question?
And she sits on the other side, so you're gonna have to make a long trip to see her now.
I will. I will. She's gonna get me hyped up.
Well, let's talk about the team you're coming to. Your impressions. Obviously, it was a tough season a year ago. What are you taking over? What are you going to have to do to, it's not all you, but I get it. You're going to have to be the leader to get the team moving northbound in the standings there.
Absolutely. I think they had a good team, man. I look at the players on the roster, the receivers, and obviously I want to bring some people with me from other teams and even from BC. The word is Calgary isn't usually big in free agency, but sometimes you got to change some things up. I'm not saying we're going to be big, but, maybe we need to bring in a few other players, a few other pieces, and spend that money if we need to, and because that's what it takes. You got to pay for these good players, and we put on a good product for the fans and for the media, for everyone out there. So, but like I said, I think they had good players. They weren't losing games by a lot of points, all the time. It was real close games. So that means they're that close to getting over that hump, and so I'm just hoping I can come in and be a little piece of that and help us get over that hump. And whoever's in the QB room, man, I reach out to all the QBs and talk to them. I don't know who's going to be here. I don't know who's not, but I just told them all, like, hey, it takes a village, and you guys know this. So, we need to work together. Here's my number. Hit me up anytime, and just things like that. So just introduce myself to like PJ and the guys I didn't know. So good team, and I just want to be a piece of it to try to get over that hump and get back to where we need to be.
Thank you.
We're back to Todd Saloff.
Vernon, can you maybe describe yourself as you see yourself on the field and off the field?
Um, have great energy. Um, I'm always neutral, but more on the positive side, but not overly positive. Because if you think too positive, then you can set yourself up for failure if you fail. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're thinking negative, that's going to work 100% of the time. So I try to stay neutral. I learned it from Russell Wilson's mental health coach who passed away, but he says you have to stay neutral, man. You're never too high, never too low. Stay neutral, and that's it, man. I bring great energy, great focus, chemistry to a team. I'm big on bringing the team together, doing things outside of the locker room together, um, and yeah, that's it, really. Yeah, not nothing crazy, you know. So I'm just me. I'm trying to bring my smile, trying to bring some wins and some championships home to Calgary.